Hello students, last time we had seen the properties of waves, so we will be going through it once again. First property of wave is the amplitude. The amplitude is the maximum displacement of the molecules away from the mean position. We had already discussed this is the mean position and the maximum displacement is called the amplitude. Amplitude always comes in the center part of the wave. It won't be in the sides, it always will be in the center part. Okay, if it is up above the mean position, it would be on the center part. If it is below the mean position also, this would be the center part. Above the mean position, this part is called crust, and the below the mean position, this is called trough. Okay, we will be going to the coming to the second part. We had discussed that previously, what is wavelength. So we'll just go through it once again. Wavelength is the distance between two successive crusts or two successive troughs. This is the upper part from the mean position is called crust. The below part from the mean position is called trough. So one crust and one trough consists of the wavelength lambda. Okay, it can be one crust, one trough as shown over here, one crust, one trough, or it can be two successive crusts. This is two successive crusts or two successive trough as told over here. So two trough would be from here to here, and two crusts means it is from top to this down. So this is represented by the Greek word lambda, and this is denoted for wavelength. So it can be the distance between two successive crusts or two successive troughs, or it can be in longitudinal wave. This is transverse wave. In longitudinal wave, it can be two successive compressions, two successive rarefactions. Okay, or one successive or one compression and one rarefaction. So now we will come to the property of the wave, the third part. This is called period. This is denoted by the capital letter T. So what is period? Period is the time taken for one complete oscillation. You can see over here, when it starts from here and a particle moves, and when it comes back to the same point, it is called one complete oscillation. So in this case, what is happening is that this is the mean position. A particle moves from here, it goes over here, comes back to the again to the same position. Okay, so this is called one complete oscillation. One complete oscillation, one wave, can be represented as one crust, one trough, or it can be one compression. Here you can see one compression, one rarefaction. So that can be denoted by the capital letter T, which is represented for period. Now we will come to the fourth property. What is frequency? This is one of the fourth property of the wave. Frequency is the number of oscillations per unit time. You can see frequency is denoted by capital F. It is one oscillation, one number of waves divided by the time. So F is the number of waves divided by time. When frequency increases, the time period, you can see it is inversely proportional. The time period is in the denominator. When frequency increases, time period decreases, and opposite also. When frequency decreases, time period increases. And it is denoted by this unit Hertz, represented for the scientist named Hertz. Let's take an example. If there are 10 waves in 20 seconds, how we'll calculate the frequency? So we can put this in the formula. F is equal to number of waves is 10 divided by the time 20 seconds. So 10 waves divided by 20 seconds, we get the answer 0.5. This is in hertz. Let's take a graph so that we can easily understand what is period, time period, and what is frequency. So let's take on y-axis displacement. On x-axis you can see it is time. So this is the graphical representation wherein you can see f is the number of waves divided by time. So f, capital F is equal to one wave. For example, if we take one wave divided by t, this is the period. So 1 divided by 0.02 seconds. How we got 0.02 seconds, you can see over here. It starts, the particle starts from here. When it completes one complete oscillation, it comes again back to the same mean position. So we had discussed over here in t, when one crust and one trough can be represented as capital T. So the particle going through this crust area, then again coming back to the trough area, reaches over here at 0.02 seconds. So this is how we have taken over here. T is equal to 0.02 seconds is equal to, if we divide 1 divided by 0.02 seconds, we will get 50 hertz. So capital T we had already got from this graph, 0.02 seconds. This is one crust and one trough. So what we understand frequency is 50 hertz. That means in 1 second there are 50 waves or 50 oscillations. So through this graphical representation we can easily understand what is time period and what is frequency.